Welcome to Mystery Card Class. I'm Nancy Dodge from YB Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this evening we'll walk through the clues to make a card, or in this case more than one card. That's the mystery. Anyway, I hope you've had a chance to gather your supplies because we are going to dig right in. Alrighty. First of all, cut both card base cardstocks in half. So I have 2 pieces of Evening Evergreen for my card bases. So I'm going to cut those at 5 1/2. One, 2. 5 1/2, 3 4, and then score them at 4 1/4. 4 1/4. 1, 4 1/4, 2. Guess how many cards we're making? 4 1/4, 3, 4 1/4, 4. So if you guessed 4, you are correct. Alrighty, let's see. Hope you were able to cut your paper. Clue number 2. Cut single coordinating cardstock. In this case, I have Cherry Cobbler into 4 5 1/4 by 4-inch pieces. Hey Carolyn, tell me if I need to slow down or if you're just watching. Alright, 4 1/4. I mean 5 1/4. I can speak. 5 1/4. I always save this piece for something else. Someday I'm going to do a card with them. By 4. By 4. Oops. By 4. Just watching. All right. By 4. Did you have 75-degree weather where you are too today, like us? All right. So there are my 4 coordinating pieces. All right. Clue number 3. Put the DSP together. So here are my 2 DSPs. And cut at 5 inches. I think I will cut it, 5 inches. I'm thinking. I know, isn't that terrible? No, I want it 5 inches this way. I have to think about which direction my pattern goes. Alright, 5 inches. And then cut it into 3 3/4. Okay, then cut these 1-inch pieces to 1/2-inch pieces. Alright, so first we have to be 5. And then we have to cut it into 1/2. Now to make sure it doesn't move on me, I'm going to use a piece of this 3M labeling tape to hold in place because it'll move on me. I know it will. So now I have 4 1/2-inch pieces. All right. Alrighty. So that's clue number 3. Oh crap, I'm behind the 8 ball already. I was Yeah, it was a bit humid, wasn't it? Messed up more DSP cutting it the wrong way. I'm sorry, I can wait. I know. See, that's what I did. I do that. That was close. All right. Clue number 4. Take the 2 5-inch by 3 3/4 pieces and put them together back to back. Well, it doesn't matter because they're totally 2 different ones, but it's okay. I think I'm done with this for now. And then punch or cut each corner. Repeat with other 2 pieces. Say what? I don't know what I meant there. Guess I messed up. Anyway, so if you use your paper cutter for this, put it on an angle and cut a corner off. Oh, that's what it means. And then cut the other exact opposite corner of that. Or you can use a punch. I have a round punch and I have my heart-shaped punch, but I think I'm going to use the round one. So hold the 2 pieces together and then cut the corner. And then repeat on the other side. Now I'm going to want to remember that these 2 pieces go up here and those 2 pieces go down there. That I remember. Alright, clue number 5. This is a doozy. Arrange, so we got 2 different pieces. 1 piece on 1 piece. So I believe it's this and this so that you can see it. Then arrange the opposite cut out semicircles in those locations. So this will go here and this will go here and this one will go here and this one will go here. There. Adhere in place. Now you could use some of the green glue, the multi-purpose glue, or you could use, I think I'll use the multi-purpose, no, I'll use my Stampin' seal. So this is how it's going down. So I need to adhere these in place. Alrighty, center it as best I can. It's kind of weird not having those corners, but it'll look neat when it's done. Put some adhesive on these pieces. Line it up. And this piece. Line it up. best you can. There. Alright, next piece. I mean, I could have used this side too if I wanted to, but I liked this side. So one of the tricks I learned this week was when using your Stampin' Seal, we tend to want to pull it this way, but if you have it at more upright, it rolls easier. I watched a demonstrator do that this week and I said, hey, that looks a lot easier. So see, everything's going on smoother for me now. Alright, line this up as best you can. And then the next one. Alright. There we go. Okay. Then repeat doing the opposite and repeat with other scraps. So, I think what I mean is to get your other two pieces out. And then I'm going to do this. This, and this, like that. All right, and what I've learned through trial and error is that I need to put the side pieces down first, because otherwise the spacing gets off. See if I can do this without messing it up. Okay, there's the first piece. Try to line it up with the other one as best you can. Second piece, and then the middle. I mean, you could always use this piece too if you wanted, but I'm going to make them all cohesive. Alright, there's one. See, I didn't hold it up right last time. The next. In the middle. Maybe that's why we don't get along. I'll have to try it. Oh, the Stampin' Seal. Alright. So now we have 4 panels. Take a deep breath. Alright. Adhere each assembly to the front of the folded card base. Oh, I didn't fold them. Silly me. I did score them though. So I like to line these up just to make sure that I got the score line correct, and then fold the side. Because sometimes they're a little off, and I really like to make sure that that's even. Just line them up with my finger, hold it flat. Them up. All right. going to adhere these. And guess what? I think I'm going to run out of my Stampin' Seal. I see the red. Do you see the red in there? It means it's coming. Alright. Center it. 1. 2. 3rd. Oh, see, it did. It ran out. That's okay. I have plenty in stock. So this is how they come. This are the refills. Just pop it out gently, because I don't want to mess up any of the mechanism. And then take this out, throw it away. And I try to clean off any of the guck around the corners. Sometimes there's some extra adhesive there. Do you see that? Alright. Then all you do is pop it in. Right on the little holes. Close it up. And we're good to go. There. Alright, we got 3 done. And then I recycle these. Alright, last one. Oh, I gotta get it going. I got some stuck on my finger from moving it. Alrighty, clue number 6 is complete. On to 7. Adhere stamped banner to front of card and embellish if desired. Alrighty, this is what I stamped. I stamped Merry Christmases. I first did this one, but I didn't like how it's like loose on the sides. I know that's the style, but so then I changed mechanisms. So you can mix and match or do the same. I don't know. I think I like this bigger one on here. And the smaller ones on here. How's that? You're low on... I know, I wish the Stampin' Seal came in more than 1 pack at a time. Because I go through like a reel a week at least, so I totally understand that, believe me. Alright, I'm going to use my dimensionals to put these on. So these are 6-sided, and they lift just a little bit so your card will pop off just a little bit. Kind of adds to it, and instead of making it look flat. And then I will put some embellishments on. But that's quick, 4 cards, something different. Alright, card number 1. And you don't have to center it. I mean, you could put it up here or down here. I'm just choosing to center it. Take off the little backings. For the most part, they're pretty easy to take off. Every once in a while I hit a pack that they're not. So I guess they're just a little extra sensitive. So you could put it down here. I guess I'm just a symmetrical person. Alright. So these are from the Scallop Contours die set. I just wanted something different instead of just square. Alrighty, so there are my 4 cards. Let's see. Now I also have some more vanilla cardstock that I'm going to cut and put on the inside. Let me stick these aside while I quickly do that. I don't know if that's another clue. Let's look. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. Cut into 4 5 1/4 by 4 inch pieces. 5 1/4. 5 1/4. And I'm going to cut 2 at a time. By 4. By 4. Save my pieces for later. I like using these for the small sentiments to put on the front of cards. And I used Evening Evergreen and Cherry Cobbler. I have a D block. So these are the 2 stamp sets that I got the Merry Christmases from. Here's one and here's the other. So I want to put something on the inside. May the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be the brightest. How does that sound? Alright. I like putting these at an angle because then I can see it while I'm stamping it. And then the other ones, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put that on all 4 of them, just in 2 different colors. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, you'll have to rewatch because it was real easy cutting up the pieces to make 4 cards. It really worked out well. I'm glad you could join us. Alrighty. Stamp. I don't know if I've stamped this yet. Oh, it came out pretty good. I always test it. I call these my splat mat because I feel like I need to test things to make sure they come out before I stamp them. Alright, now I'm going to quickly wash this on my chamois. I know it looks dirty, but it's really just stained. And it stays wet for quite a few days at a time, which is really nice. And then my Cherry Cobbler for the other 2. But see how I can see it as I stamp it? Whereas if I put it this way, I tend to do this and then you can't see it. So that's why I put it at an angle. A little crooked. That's all right. It's handmade. It's not meant to be perfect, right? So I'm just going to take my Stampin' Seal that I just refilled and quickly put this on the inside. Center it. One. Center it. Two. Center it. Three. And then the last one. Alrighty. Now, let's see what I have for embellishments. I pulled some out. I don't know if oh, I know, I pulled these out. I think those are too red, but I do like these. So, I think these just came back in, but for a while they were non-orderable. So they have the red. I think that is like a mint macaron, but it's almost like a pool party too, and then silver and gold. So I think the red are just off enough. I don't know. I really like these. I think I'm going to put these on. Just a little something. Add to it. Give it a little bling. Three. Four. All right, how quick was that? 4 cards done. Which is very important when you're doing Christmas cards because you have so many that you need to do. Alrighty, so I'm going to show you some other samples that I did. So this is what I did tonight. And I did these were also Christmas. And I put bows on these. I mean, you can embellish them any way you want. And then I used just the little matte dots on them in the red and green, olive green, and I think it's real red. And I also did, yeah, I could wink, Stephanie, I guess, but these I did with my heart-shaped punch that I showed you earlier. So I just did the corners with that. And this was from paper from Celebration last year that I used. You can see all 4 of them. But you can see, you know, the heart ones and then non-heart ones. And then I did some where I cut the corners off. This is also from that same set of Designer Series paper from Celebration last year. So Celebration's coming up again in January and February. So get your lists ready. So this was the other set of 4 that I did. But I thought this would make a nice pack as a gift. Hey, thank you, thinking of you, you know, just something somebody could grab. It makes a nice gift for people that don't make their own cards. So, anyway, thank you very much for joining me this evening. I'm so glad you came. And if you didn't get a chance to make a card, I'm going to post the directions on my website, ybstamp.com. So if you don't want to watch the whole video again, at least you'll have the instructions in front of you. So until then, happy stamping, and thank you for joining me.